No way.
Do you know why atheists say scientific evidence? Do you know why they say?
I know why they say it.
They say it because they know that justifying a supernatural object in the natural object is very hard to do. That's why they say it, and that's the only reason they say it.
And the fact that they're setting you up for failure. And I believe that when the atheist is engaging well, you can say no what you want, but I believe that that when they're engaging us, their goal is to frustrate us. And annoy us into atheism. That's what they're trying to do. And I figured this out a long time ago, which is why I don't try to provide any scientific evidence for the existence of God. I use philosophical evidence.
No, they do it because they're dealing with the problem Christians created for themselves.
Oh, well, really? I'm not a Christian, Lubus, and neither is.
I never heard this one before, and I'm dead serious. What problem did we create for ourselves? It should be good.
I'll tell you. The way I was raised as a Christian, the way I was raised was Christianity is your faith, and you believe in Jesus Christ by faith. This is how I was raised, okay? Faith. It's when, not all Christians, when some Christians started saying, Christianity is not my faith, Christianity is the truth, and here's the evidence to prove it to be true, okay? And they give their scientific evidence, okay? Then that's why you have a atheist saying, well, what kind of proof do you need? Scientific proof. They're dealing with the problem you caused because Christians never needed to give proof of their faith. It was their faith. They believed it by faith. It's when Christians started saying, no, it's true. And here's evidence that proves it. So they're dealing with the problem you caused.
And by the way, Lubis, that would have worked on me a couple of years ago before I saw this YouTube channel. I'm fully aware of what they actually taught over there in communist Russia as a science, okay? The reason why you guys are asking us for proof that God exists has nothing to do with what we've done to ourselves. It has to do with the fact that you guys want to frustrate us into atheism. That's what it has to do. You ain't trying to have a serious intellectual back and forth. If science deals with the natural world, right? If science deals with the natural world, and we're talking about the supernatural, then we have to use a mechanism that can test the supernatural, right? And if we're telling you our mechanism is faith in you, not us, are constantly talking about evidence and proof and evidence and proof, it is you that's trying to mess up the conversation. It doesn't work that way, sir. They did this.
You that started this problem.
And the atheist experience has got this down to a science, which is why they expect all of the onus to be on the caller, and they don't want to take any of the onus themselves. You ain't fooling nobody with that statement, sir. Come on.
Well, do you remember what I said at the very beginning? Before, it used to be for your average Christian, I'm a Christian by faith. I believe in Jesus Christ by faith. Yeah. And nobody had a problem with this.
Right.
That's not Christians started saying it. Really?
Science. They try to stack the deck where everybody's got to come back. Hold on a minute. They want you to use the scientific method. They want you to use scientism. They want you to use biology, chemistry, or anything like that. But what they don't want to do is have an actual intellectually honest conversation where we are presenting God by faith. I don't know what Vaughn's doing. I'm not a pagan, so I don't know what Vaughn's presenting it by. I'm presenting it by faith. You understand? You want evidence for everything. So if you want evidence for it, hold on a minute. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. If you don't believe I'm presenting it by faith, then you clearly don't know what Christianity is. The bottom line is that the fact that you're asking for scientific evidence for something that lives outside of time and space shows how intellectually dishonest the person is that you're talking to. That's why I did a video on here called dealing with intellectually honest skeptics versus dealing with dishonest ones. People are wasting your time.
Okay, now why do atheists say, give me scientific evidence? They say this because Christians started saying Christianity is not my faith. Christianity is truth. And here is the scientific evidence to prove it. Christians started doing this. Before it was no.
That's not true. That's
that
not
is-
true. That you're making right now goes back to what I said in the beginning of this video. And what I said in the beginning of this video was this, okay? If you ask me to present scientific evidence for the existence of God, then guess what? You're being dishonest. That's all you're doing. You're going around in a circle proving my point for me over and science is great. Science is great. But science is not the proper mechanism to test God. But this is what,
then why do Christians use science to prove God?
As a response to atheists that claim that we don't have any scientific evidence.
Mm-hmm.
So this comes down to who started it then.
Yeah, and it was